Washington following the assassination of Charlie Kirk earlier this week. Lawmakers are now asking what more can be done to keep them safe. I've got a look at that coming up just ahead.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Lakers star Luka Doncic now officially called LA home. See the multi-million-dollar home he just purchased from another star athlete.
Hey there, everybody. Good morning. I'm Melvin Robert. Coming up, Kirsten Dunst weighs in on the rumors about a Bring It On sequel. We'll tell you what she has to say in just a little bit.
Skies are starting to clear and things are going to be looking pretty good over the next couple of hours. Temperatures comfortable here, but it's going to warm up for the middle of next week with numbers even into the 100-degree mark. LAX not looking too bad. A little bit of overcast skies, but the traffic is moving along quite nicely around the Horseshoe. 72 today for the coastal. Downtown Los Angeles, 79. San Fernando Valley up to 86. 85 in the high desert. Inland Empire, 84. And Orange County inland, 80 degrees. Enjoy these temperatures because it's going to get hot again next week. Jessica.
We begin this hour with breaking news. New details this morning about the 22-year-old Utah man accused of killing political activist Charlie Kirk. Officials say they got thousands of tips from the public, but his arrest took place after a family member contacted law enforcement. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom now with the latest. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Jessica. We now have the booking photos of the man believed to be responsible for assassinating Charlie Kirk. The suspect's name is Tyler James Robinson. He is 22 years old. He's from Washington County in southern Utah. He's a single bullet that struck Kirk in the neck and killed him on the campus of Utah Valley University on Wednesday. Utah Governor Spencer Cox Robinson was in custody at a news conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Authorities released new images of the gunman last night. Those photos may have played a crucial role in getting the suspect to turn himself in. Charlie Kirk was assassinated while he was debating students on campus. Kirk was the co-founder of the nonprofit political organization Turning Point USA. He was a close ally of President Trump. Authorities say the suspect, Tyler Robinson, spoke to a family friend after the shooting. That friend then contacted the sheriff's office and told officers that Robinson had confessed or had suggested that he had committed the killing. As to what may have motivated Robinson, here's what the governor had to say.
Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate.
A father got involved, namely his father, and said, we got to go in.
Earlier this morning on Fox and Friends, President Trump indicated the suspect's father may have persuaded him to surrender to authorities. Robinson turned himself in last night in St. George, Utah. The governor says Robinson left behind unfired ammunition engraved with messages. One of the messages was, "Hey, fascist, catch." And another one said, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." Some of the other messages on the suspect's ammunition cartridges were apparent references to online gaming. Governor Cox used the news conference to make a statement about political violence. He said it cannot continue. He said he hopes what happened in Utah this week will be a turning point for people in this country to choose a different path.
It is an attack on all of us. It is an attack on the American experiment. It is an attack on our ideals. This cuts to the very foundation of who we are, of who we have been, and who we could be in better times.
Some more details about the suspect. The Associated Press is reporting he was admitted to Utah State University on an academic scholarship in 2021, but that he only attended that school for one semester. State records show Tyler Robinson was registered as a voter, but not affiliated with either political party, and he apparently did not have a criminal record up until now. Robinson will be formally charged within the next few days. The governor says prosecutors will seek the death penalty. Frank?
Eric, thank you. Washington lawmakers are facing increased security concerns after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he is looking at ways to offer more protection to members of Congress. KTLA's Trevor Shirley, live in our nation's capital with more on that. Trevor, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you as well. One of the options Speaker Johnson says he has right now is to expedite a review of member security. Here in Washington, lawmakers are again facing their reality. Nothing new, but now more challenging.
Any elected official across the country, if you are vocal, your life is at risk.
The list goes on and on and on. I don't feel nearly as safe as I did 10 years ago.
After the assassination of Charlie Kirk, congressional leadership is again asking what more can be done to keep lawmakers safe.
We've got to protect people who run for public office, or no one will. And that's heavy on our hearts and minds as we also, work through the trauma of what happened.
Congress was already testing a special pilot program to give lawmakers more money for personal protection. And there's now calls to extend that as it's set to expire at the end of this month.
We didn't have a big data set to sample because there weren't that many members that took advantage of it. But after the events of yesterday, this political assassination of our dear friend, many members on both sides of the aisle approached me about it and said, I didn't participate over the last couple of months, but my spouse right now is very concerned. My family is very concerned.
Most members of Congress don't get full-time security details, only leadership and select members based on risk assessments. Lawmakers do get stipends to use for things like personal protection and home security.
There have been a lot more threats, according to the Capitol Police, against members, and it makes members of Congress apprehensive, perhaps even worse. It makes our families very apprehensive.
Last year, Capitol Police investigated nearly 10,000 threats against lawmakers. Some of them say time is running out to make changes they need.
We're going to have real threat assessments done, and I just feel like we're not something really bad is going to happen before we get something really done up here, I'm afraid.
Now, the Capitol Police acknowledge they're working in a heightened security environment, but beyond that, they couldn't comment specifically on any changes they put into place since that shooting happened. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in L.A.
All right, Trevor, thank you. President Trump says he will send the National Guard to Memphis to address crime concerns there. On Fox News this morning, the president said he has the support of the mayor and the governor. Memphis is the latest city to be targeted for National Guard deployment following L.A. and Washington, D.C. Trump said a suggestion from the CEO of Union Pacific Railroad is what led to his decision. The president has backed off plans to send National Guard troops to Chicago after pushback from that city's mayor and the governor of Illinois.
The NTSB has determined the cause of a fatal mid-air collision between two helicopters near Cabazon. The report says the pilot of a Sky Crane aircraft failed to comply with multiple safety procedures while battling the Broadway fire in Riverside County in 2023. The NTSB says that pilot descended rapidly into congested airspace without authorization before crashing into a Bell spotter helicopter, which was also responding to the fire. All three people aboard the Bell helicopter died in the crash. The Sky Crane landed safely with two people aboard.
Crews continue trying to remove containers from the Port of Long Beach. Earlier this morning, Sky 5 was overhead as work got underway. For a fourth day, the 70 shipping containers fell into the water from the cargo ship Mississippi on Tuesday morning, causing a light oil spill. And despite dozens of containers still in the water, port authorities say the Port of Long Beach is fully operational. It is unclear just how long, though, that cleanup process will take.
10:09. Last night, I actually wore a sweater to walk Lucy the dog.
Wow.
It was that cool.
That cool.
Had to wear a sweater.
There you go. And that's what happens in September and October. We can have daytime high temperatures, but it is getting closer to fall and heading into winter. And so the overnight lows really drop off as compared to the
Lucy
summertime.
was saying, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
What is that?
Now maybe
It's called a sweater.
Maybe you get Lucy a sweater too next time.
Are you going to be that guy?
She already has her own sweater.
With
It's called her fur.
Rain boots and the sweater.
Yeah, the rain. Be that
She says,
guy.
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. You can look like that. I'm not going to look like that.
Right.
I make my own decisions here.
Right.
Are we doing weather right now?
I think so.
Or we can just stand around.
Sure.
Do it.
Our producer, Shane. Sure, let's do it. Why not? Clouds still over LAX. Sky's going to take a little bit longer to clear out, and that is what is giving us our cooler temperatures for today as compared to what we're going to be looking at next week. Next week, we're going to see a well above normal warm-up. 72, 2 degrees warmer right now than it was yesterday at this time, and the winds downtown very light at 4 miles per hour. Our record was set in 1878 at 101 degrees. Average for this time of the year is 84, so we're running below average at 7.